Hello, hello, hello. It is your girl, your queen from Queens, Queency Bay. And of course, I'm here with some more of that celebrity juice. Yes, and today we're going to talk about Rick Ross. Of course, previously we talked about Rick Ross. We talked about Reebok dropping him over some of his lyrics. He had some lyrics on a joint called UOENO or UOENU, and it kind of implicates him condoning date rape. He was dropped from his lucrative deal with Reebok because of this. And he recently had Rick Ross and Friends Spring Invasion concert in the Nassau Coliseum, which was, might I add, empty. No one showed up. I guess people are pretty upset with him, and they are showing it. So Rick Ross has went out of his way to plead for everyone's, I guess he wants sympathy. He wants forgiveness. It's an apology video that he made to clear his name. So there you go. That's news with Rick Ross. Moving right along. I also want to talk about, again, Kim Kardashian and Kanye again. They have been seen a lot in Paris. So, you know, her due date's coming up. So I believe there are plans to have the baby in Paris. Of course, you know, Kanye loves Paris. This is not news that has been confirmed, but we're pretty sure. Please don't think I don't have on a top. I do have on a top. It's just a tube top. It is pretty warm here in Houston today, so I do have on a top. It's just a tube top. Again, also I want to talk about Cassie and Diddy. You know, Cassie and Diddy were an item. She just came out with her mixtape, Rockabye Baby, which came out the 11th. So it's been out for 4 days or so. And Diddy has been seen out with the sexy model Kate Upton. So Cassie better be clear on their relationship, because it seems Diddy has eyes for Kate. And just saying, they've been seen out at Club Live in different areas where you know celebs hang out, and I think that they have something going on. Heads up, Cassie. Also, I want to talk about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart got locked up yesterday morning. He was seen driving drunk and like swerving into a gas tanker or something of the sort. And he was arrested. He was let out on $5,000 bail this morning. Yesterday morning. And he was posted bail for $5,000. His girl came and got him out. So that's good. We're glad he's all right. Love Kevin Hart. Love comedy. He's one of my favorite comedians, and I'm just glad he's okay. And everyone take time out. Call a cab. Do what you got to do. Drunk driving is not something that you want to do. I know you always think you can make it home, but it's always best to let another person drive if they're sober, or just call a cab. You have the money. Call a cab. And also in the news, A$AP Rocky. I do want to talk about A$AP Rocky. Of course, I love A$AP Rocky. He's out of New York. He's from Harlem. He's a Harlem rapper. He recently made comments about women of color, like they like to call us. We are Moors. I say we Moorish queens and kings, but hey, he made some comments on women with darker tones of skin, saying that they should not wear red lipstick. He goes to say, but for real, for me, I feel like with red lipstick, it all depends on the complexion. I'm just being for real. You have to be fair-skinned to get away with that. These are his words. And of course, America's Next Top Model, Takara and Raptress Trina, they both couldn't disagree more. They were very upset with his comments. They thought it was very disrespectful. Of course, he kind of has a thing for, I think, the lighter skinned women. And when I say that, I mean white. I think he has a thing for white women. I'm not sure though. That's just my speculation. That's just what I think. You know, more power to him. In the past, he has been known to date lighter women, like Iggy Azalea. She's a white girl from Australia. She's a new rapper. She's a rapper that's out. 22 years old. She's from Australia. Hip hop recording artist, signed to Grand Hustle with T.I. She was in a relationship with A$AP. She actually got A$AP's album titled tatted on her. ASAP, Live Love ASAP. And I guess when they broke up, the tat now has the ASAP crossed out. It still says Live Love on her hand. I believe it's on her right hand. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, him and Iggy Azalea was an item. And Iggy is also in the news because of her and Kanye's relationship. She has been seen in the studio with Kanye for several days, several hours. They've been working together very closely. It appears that they're working together. So it's, I guess, alarming for some people. I guess Kim might feel alarming, or maybe she might feel insecure because of her weight gain, but I don't think nothing's going on with them. I think it's strictly business. I think Kanye does see a talent in her, and I think he does want her to sign with him eventually at some point. You know, she's an up-and-coming star. She just signed with Wilhelmina Model Agency, so she's the new face of Levi. They announced it for 2012. So Azalea's doing big things. But yes, Iggy Azalea, she was with A$AP Rocky at one time, and they're no longer an item. Also, I do want to talk about Drake and Chris Brown. Of course, you know, they have beef. You know what their beef is about. Drake finally responds to all the rumors. You know, Jeezy has a song called R.I.P. Chris Brown was on it rhyming. Chris Brown rhymed lyrics stating, if you started from the bottom up, why don't you go and come out the closet? Which, of course, everyone knows Drake's single started from the bottom up. You know, now we're here. So, you know, I think she was taking shots. Of course, it's obvious. And so, you know, Drake had nothing to say, and finally he decided to respond. And he says that I make better music than him. I am more popping than him. He further says his insecurities are the reason why I make better music than him. And again, talking about Rihanna, Drake goes further on to say, at one point, the woman he loved fell into my lap. I did what a real nigga would do, and I treated her with respect. And he just says, it's not me and Kendrick, it's not me and Hove. You're not going to get anything out of it. Again, talking about Chris Brown's anger and, you know, making lyrics about him and everything. And he says that I don't want to hear that man rap. No one wants to hear me rap against him. I really do this shit. You're not even going to get anything out of it. And Chris Brown responds later at the Breakfast Club. Of course, he was on Power 105.1 Breakfast Club morning show. And he says, honestly, I think he's a cool dude as far as his music goes. You know, they're all right. He says, but he don't like me and I don't like him. So that's it. You know, they don't like each other, and that's as far as it's going to go. You know, they both know they don't like each other. So, you know, let's calm down on the beef. We've had it in the past. We don't need to lose anyone over stupidity. You know, let's move on. And further with Chris Brown and Drake's situation, you know, it's been almost a year since the brawl happened in the club in New York City. I believe it's called WIP nightclub. And during that brawl, Chris Brown's bodyguard, Patrick Strickland, he's 43 years old. He was hurt pretty severely. His head, he got hit with a bottle, so he was hurt pretty badly. I'm sure he's going to be scarred for life from the injury. And he's suing the nightclub. He's suing the nightclub for that brawl, and the nightclub is suing Drake and Chris Brown. Actually, he's suing the nightclub and he's suing Drake. But he's basically suing the nightclub. We don't know for how much, so the amount is unsure of. We know NBA star Tony Parker, Antonio Parker, from the San Antonio Spurs, he sued the nightclub for that night because he got injured also. And he's suing for $20 million. So it was pretty bad thing. It was bad judgment on the nightclub to sit their entourage so close. You know, they sat Drake near Chris Brown's entourage, and it's alleged that they served quite a bit of alcohol to Drake's people, to his camp. And also it's been rumored that a note was sent over from Drake's camp to Chris Brown saying, I'm fucking the love of your life. So he was basically telling him, I've been fucking Rihanna, I'm fucking her. So he flipped out. That could be a problem. Of course, Anybody would flip out if you got a letter like that from somebody. And that really sums it up. You know, it's not really too much gossip I have to talk about. I did want to let y'all know about an appearance. Styles P is making an appearance. We love Styles P. You know, we love Styles P. He's making an appearance tomorrow. He is going to be at Merrick Boulevard. Because he has a new album coming out. So look out for it. He's got a new album coming out. Look out for it. It's from the Harlem Fame Studios. And they have an open invitation meeting and quick greet with D Block's Styles P. And the doors open at 7, and I believe it's from 7 to 9. So it's over in Merrick Boulevard in Queens. So you go check them out, show your love, support our people, support this culture, this hip hop. Styles P been in the game for a minute. We love them. Keep them, keep supporting them as we support the new artists that come out, of course. And it's just a lot of little juice. I have more juice for you coming up later. I have to get back to you. Of course, I'm a busy woman. The queen has a throne that I need to uphold, and so I have things to do, people. I would love to stay and chat long, but I gotta go. I'll be back with another video, of course, and keep it popping, everybody. Again, this is Queen C Bay, your queen from Queens, and I will holla.